Now this is funny this because on auto dock, it's a 4-minute video. 4 minutes guys. 4-minute video on auto dock. I also don't know what I'm going to do guys. Good morning people, good morning people. So, we actually towed the Mustang to a drift, to Tuna Fest in Donington, and we drifted there all week. It was such a hard track to drift on for multiple reasons, but we're not going to go into it. Now, although the X5 actually did well, she got there, she got home with like no warning lights, and she actually did really well. I'm not going to lie, she actually did really well, but she was wobbling like a bastard on the way home. She used to wobble a little bit, like 50-60 mile an hour, and I think that is the wheel balancing that's off, and I think that's true. But the wobble got progressively worse as it got on, as we got home. And I've looked underneath, and I can literally move one of the arms on this side with my hand. It's like a banana arm, it's weird, and there's a ball joint bolted onto the hub. Now we've ordered one of those, and we've got one of those, we need to change that. And also, I had a guy message me on Instagram who has one of these, and he says that if it's smoking, and it is smoking on full boost, he says there's something called a Vortex breather, and he says that not many people talk about it, but it's so important to change. Anyway, I do some research, and I find a lovely YouTube channel called BMW Doctor or something like that, and he was saying that the Vortex breathers on these are horrendous. He says even if it's not smoking, even if it's not burning oil, change this and change this ASAP, because this will kill your turbo and it will do damage to your engine. So we've ordered one of those, and it's actually quite deep into the engine, so we've actually ordered some service parts as well. So let's crack on. I'll show you what they are, show you everything is. Just a little update. Remember I said that Mohammed actually said he would pay for the brake line. He hasn't paid for the brake line. I knew he wasn't going to pay for the brake line. So yeah, he's not paid, and yes, he is a little scumbag. So let's crack on with this. I know it seems like it should be easy changing a breather and an air filter. We have got an air filter. Apparently it's not, so let's just crack on. So we've got two of the parts here. This is a Vortex breather, and this is the air filter. Let me show you this air filter, by the way. Whoa! Anyway, this is the Vortex breather. Now, the Vortex breather sends oil to mainly the turbos and the rest of the engine. Now, this is a revised part. This is a new part, and it is totally different than the old one. Now, the old one is basically like a filter, and that filter gets clogged up and it stops oil getting from where it needs to go, hence the smoking, and this can actually lead to turbo failure down the road. Now this is, they actually remove that filter, and it's a total different design. So we're going to install this. I don't really know what I'm doing. There's some other parts in here, but I don't really know what it is, but I'm sure once we get there we'll see what it is. But we have to take off most of the front to get the rock cover off and to get the air filter out. So there's two, I just took them off now, there's two 13mm bolts at the side, and these plastic things literally just pop off the side. I thought I was going to pull it all out, but it was, it just came off. Now I'm pretty sure this just pulls out then. I think this is like a panel filter or something, so probably should have. Is that a panel filter? Looks to me like a little panel filter, which is absolutely massive. So put that to the side. Ooh. And then we've got option to the whole engine, a big M57 3-litre diesel. What an engine. So we're going to take the rock cover off here, so there's like 4 little hex bolts. Fucking hell, there's another one here. 7 fucking bolts. Just come off now. There we go. Hey! Look at that. Diesel. It's a diesel, guys, look at that. So the Vortex breather is there, and the air filter's in here. So we've got to take this off to get to the Vortex breather, so that's why I've ordered an air filter. So I'm very intrigued to see what state this air filter is in. I do believe we have to get this out the way, the screen wash out the way, just so we can get in there as well. So 10mm there, 10mm there, and I think that's it. There we go. I mean, need to find a way to, where's she gonna go then? No, I mean, it's not ideal. Oh fuck it, right, there we go. Right, that'll come off. There's the air filter. You know what, it doesn't look that bad. It actually doesn't look that bad. I'm really surprised about that. I've got so much fucking plastic everywhere, I'm not gonna remember where it goes. Right, now we've got to take these hex bolts. I think, yeah, I think so. Oh, this one's loose, it's not ideal, is it? And somehow this comes out of here. How do we... I don't want to break it, that's the other thing. Oh, there we go. She's coming. There we go. Air filter. You know what? That's alright. Like, shouldn't the life the car's had. Fucking brand new that, look at that. Vortex generator thing is here. I think we want to move these little wiring out of the way. We want to pull all that off. What bloody size screw is that? It's like an E4 or something. I've got a 3/16 here out of my Imperial. And oh, there we go. 3/16, guys. That's the screw. It's fucking hard working on this. Ugh. Right, there she is, boys. I'm so excited to see what this looks like. So yeah, you guessed it, it's another X5. X5. There we go. We get new gaskets apparently as well. There we go. There she is. Got a gasket there. Wait, I think mine's the newer one. It's mine the new one. Because the one that Matey Boy took off. Yeah, it is. I've got the new one. Because the one that Matey Boy took off was like a filter. Oh, I've got the new one. Oh, this was a waste of time. I'm a bit annoyed about that because one the Matey Boy had, he had like a filter on his. It was like a little foam filter, and he was like, these are the horrendous ones. I'm a little bit annoyed about that. Not gonna lie. Oh well, we've got a new one. It's not going to do any harm. Look at the engine wise. That's the thing. Looks like it's been serviced. Like that's been changed. Air filter's been changed. Confusing. Let me in. Let me in. Right, I fired her up. Put the air filter back on. Everything's back on. I started up just to make sure it's not pissing all out there, and we've not got a vacuum leak. So we're all good. Sounds great. She does actually sound good for a diesel engine. Not gonna lie. Considering the life she potentially might have had, she's doing alright. So we've come over this side. See this bottom arm? Now this one's been changed before. This one, I'm pretty sure I could tell by looking. Well, I can't really remember, but look at the play in this arm. Look at the play in this bush up here. I shouldn't be able to move it like that. And as I can see, the drop link is pretty fucked too, but that's not as bad. But this arm is shocking, and I think this is what's causing my vibration, because there's a amount of play in that. It's crazy. So we have an arm and you have the ball joint on there, but the ball joint is bolted on. It's like a Torx bolt of some sort. So let's hope this plays ball and let's get this replaced. So we've got to take the arm off, and you've got to basically hammer the ball joint off once you've got those nuts off. So first of all, let's get the bolts off. Okay, so it's really not ideal. The setup is not good. You really can't get in there with anything. You can't get more than a half inch, quarter inch, 3/8 on there, and you can't get any socket on there because you've got this plastic bit here. So, and it's a 21, so I've managed to wedge in a spanner like that, which I think might drop on my head. And because I've only got a 3/8, I really don't have much leverage. It's coming, but it's not ideal. So I'm going to use two hands, but this fucker drops on my head. Okay, I've removed the under tray, first of all to try to see if I can remove this thing. But I don't know, where's this thing? It goes up here into the bumper somewhere. Ah, it's an intake. It's like an air duct for something there. Right, oh, if I can take that off, should be able to drop it down. The wheel arch out of the way. I've took these two bolts off here, and I'm hoping that will just give me enough room to either get this fucking thing out or just pull it out of the way, just so I can get a, there we go, I can get a bolt on there, so that'll be fine. Oh my god. Right, now we've got to undo the bloody thing and change the bloody arm and change the ball joint. Now this is funny, this, because you watch this on auto dock, it's a 4-minute video. Matey Boy with a cap has it easy like, doesn't he? With all those tools and unrusty bolts. So it gives you a false sense of fucking heart, doesn't it? They don't show this on auto dock, do they? Right, now luckily, because the ball joint's actually bolted, I can actually just undo the nut. Bloody hell, that was hard. I can just undo the nut Felt the ball joint spinning. Jesus, that's hot. So, I'm scared to take off this arm. Right, I've took the wheel off to try to make myself try to make my life easier. But this wheel, this arm, honestly, it's not going to come off that ball joint. And I'm pretty sure I can't get to that bottom to get the back nut, screw, bolt. I just broke my toolbox. Pretty sure I can't get that off without this arm coming off. I've been hammering it like a and honestly, it just doesn't want to come away from that ball joint. Four-minute video on orthodox. 4 minutes, guys. I'm going for a different approach. I'm going to try and get the 2 bolts off of the ball joint. Let's try that. It's a Torx 50. Oh, fucking hell. Oh my sweet Jesus. It's not ideal. It's really not ideal. Oh, got it. I'm worried because the next bit, trying to get the ball joint away from the hub, it's the only part in the video that Orthodox skipped. They were hitting it and then they skipped and had it in their hand. I thought, how long have you fucking been hitting that for? I was really worried this one was rounded, but she's good and she's coming. So the next bit's going to be fun. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm going to get a big fucking chisel. I think I'm just going to get like a screwdriver and then whack that between it and then get a bigger screwdriver, bigger flight head, and then if I need to end up with a chisel, you know. So you can see how tough this is being. It's like splitted before it even comes done. So I'm just going to keep cracking down, going further down, just splitting it like that, and hopefully it'll just pop off. It is literally welded itself together. I can't believe how hard it is to get off. It's just bending one side and I can't really get in with the other. And my main tool that was working, which was this flathead, which is now not a flathead, that's broke. So I'm a bit struggling a little bit here. I've not got any more flatheads. It's not ideal. It's really not ideal. This is fucking absolutely knackering. I'm just gonna keep going. You don't believe how long I've been doing this for. Oh my god, I've got the arm. The arms fell off, but the ball joint is still going strong. Honestly guys, I don't know what the fuck. I've literally snapped this. It's fucking massive. Honestly, this is a fucking joke. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do, guys. I've not got time for this. It's so late, I've been on this for so many hours. The ball joint is on the floor. I fucking battered it. Look, still not coming out. There's nothing left of it, but it's still not coming out. The ball joint's literally there. I don't know what to do. Honestly. For fuck's sake. Oh my god. I got it. I started whacking it and it started spinning. I was like, oh my god, it's spinning. It's gonna come off. I've put a little mark in the CV boot though, which is a bit annoying, so I've pasted it. And it's not exactly the flat surface, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. The new one's being bolted on. It's really not a flat surface, but honestly I do not care. I'm going to get the new one and then bolting it on. Fuck this shit, bro. So guys, it's late at night. Just got the car back together. Holy shit, man. I've not been done a late night like this in a while. My camera's gonna die. We got it done. Thank God. I'm gonna take it for a drive tomorrow. I can't mess it now. I love you all. See you in the next one. I need a cider. Peace out.